Okay, we would like to find out from Brother William Choco, what was your impact? What stood out for you? What was your highlight? What did you think of the speaker? Basically, what was your take of the whole event?
Okay, no, thanks a lot for this opportunity. I really like this guy. It's the second time seeing him. I saw him somewhere else. Then I saw the advert. I quickly ran here. So the guy is loaded. Like he's helping us, because all along we thought we were worshiping, only to find out that we were performing. We thought worship is up to us, only to find out that it is God who tells us how to worship. So he's got a revelation. So that's what I picked. There are a lot of points that I've picked. I wish I had a lot of cash. I would buy all his books. I really like him. I think from now on I will start following him wherever he's going. He's so loaded and way too humble. He's very humble.
The mood was not right. That's why I couldn't tap into. No, watch this. Worship does not depend on the mood. Instead, worship, when it's done well, it changes the mood.
What I've learned is that we should worship God with all our hearts.
When we talk about worshipers, we're not addressing singers. Singers are singers, Bazalani. They are singers. Just like we have soldiers, are soldiers. Like we have doctors, they are doctors. Being a singer is a profession. It's not a level of spiritual maturity in church. So when the pastor is addressing worshippers, don't say, Bachele mfundisi. No, he's speaking to you too. Worshippers. When God says he's looking for true worshippers, he was not saying he's looking for singers. Now let's wrap it up so we can move on. Watch this. If worship was a song, if worshiping was singing, if a worshipper was a singer, then God would be an unjust God. Why? How dare he want all of us to worship him, but he didn't give all of us the ability to sing?
You know, what I learned is about the private life of a worshiper. That, worship doesn't begin in church. It doesn't begin when the song starts. It starts from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. What you do on the Saturday, that culminates in what takes place on that stage. I'm happy that he spoke to that, because a lot of us, worship is something that we do. It's not who we are. We need to be worshipers. We need to worship God with who we are. And then that's what comes out on the Sunday morning. Not just for the worship leader, but the powerful thing is that he even touched on worshipers, everybody. That your worship is not what you're singing. And I like that he actually went through scriptures to show us that it was not just an idea that he had, but he went through scriptures to say, worship in heaven. The true picture should be what happens in heaven. God's will be done on earth as it is in heaven. So I can go on and on. So thanks so much, guys.
Listen, practice makes perfect for performance, but it's prayer that makes effective for ministry.
What? No, everything from the beginning, like when I landed, my first, coming in the morning, like around 10 to 10, I don't know, somewhere there, it just already had started, man. It was just on fire. If you were not there, you missed out. We received a lot, so yeah.
You know what? I thank God. I'm inspired spiritually. I'm rejuvenated in my spirit. I am trained. I'm rebuked. I'm taught. I'm filled. So I give God the glory. I wish we could get it's like we could come together as the world, all the Christian, the body of Christ, to sit down and bask in the presence of God and be taught the true worship. I thank God. I am now a butterfly. I am flying with those beautiful colors. I am there. I'm no longer crawling like a worm.
So whatever you are expressing must exist before the expression starts. You can't express what is not there. Meaning worship doesn't begin when the song starts. It doesn't end when the song ends. It's the song that is starting, it's the song that is ending. But worship never stops. It's continual.
Okay, this is our beloved speaker, the man of God, who was impacting us the entire day. Yes, it was awesome.
Hello, everybody. I'm just so excited to have been here. And man, did we have a good time in the presence of the Lord. Anything you want to ask me, I'm at your service.
How is Polokwane for you? How was it? How was the service? And did you make you feel welcome?
Oh, if I have to tell you my background in Polokwane, this year in January, I prayed to the Lord that Lord open opportunities for me to come to Polokwane. Because I've been going to Cape Town, I went to Cape Town I think 15 times in the past few months. And I said, Lord, I need to open doors for me in Polokwane so I can come and share with them what you have taught me, what I'm teaching all around the world. And when we met with Auspalisa on Facebook, I said, no, you in Polokwane? I didn't even know actually Seshego is in Polokwane. I said, no, I'm coming. And little did I know, Modimo has already made a way. That's why we're here today. I mean, we learned so many things. Yeah. I don't know what is it that you want me to review on.
No, family, those who are not here, you missed out a lot.
Yeah,
now
we get the DVD. Yeah?
Yes,
the DVD.
we're flying like butterflies now. Thank you.
No, thank you so much. Thank you so much. But I do have 4 posts. Let me just quickly tell the viewers. But the first book I've written is called Dear Worship Leader. This one is written particularly for those who lead in the ministry of praise and worship and those who wants to know what the ministry of praise and worship is about. And as a members of the congregation, if you read such material, then you know how to pray for them. The second book is called Knowing the Truth About Worship. And this one, I'm actually confronting traditions, things we have accepted, and yet they're not biblically correct, but we like them. Difficult because you used to say you can't worship because the mood was not right, the atmosphere, the praise and worship team. Listen, it has nothing to do with that. All you need to do is a relationship with God. It's personal relationship number 1 and everything after. Then the third book, Music Ministry and Ministers, I think she will share with you. Let me touch on the fourth one, The Awakening. She mentioned that we came out of pious butterflies. It's because most of us, we are born again and we look at other believers and we say, I wish I was powerful as Kamrut, but Mruti was not born powerful. When he got born again, he received the same Jesus like you and I. But why is his Christian walk different from mine? It's because Mruti was willing to do some things that we are not willing to do. That's why he turned out the way we are now. So all of us are born worms, but after the process of metamorphosis, we come out as butterflies. And that's what I believe everybody has experienced in this day today.
Amen. Family, you have had it. It was awesome. We had a lot to learn. It was just transforming. It was something that I believe that every believer should have heard. The message is available if you want it. Stay blessed.